G'day everyone, Jason Nunn, Fisherman's Warehouse, Tuckerwad, Marks Point, with our Friday Christmas report. Look at the weather that Christmas has dished up, and if you actually look forward into basically going right the way through to New Year's Eve, we have got an absolute perfect run of weather. Next week, a little bit of east nor'east, 10 to 15 most days at best, but it looks absolutely perfect, and we're not going to have a lot of swell. The estuary here will be a very, very busy place. A lot of holiday makers coming up over the next few days. Things just look absolutely perfect. We had a prawn run this week, some mixed results. Some of the guys getting quite a few kilo, while others did struggle, but that was on the back of some very, very big southerly winds. But as you can see now, it's virtually windless. If you're going to go out wide this Christmas, water temp on our part of the coast and basically up towards Seal Rocks Canyons is only around about 20.5 degrees, but reports continue to come in. Blue marlin up off Seal Rocks Canyon yesterday, striped marlin out the front. Haven't heard of a lot of dolphin fish, but there's fish out there if you want to travel wide. If you're going in on the farm, there's nothing really happening off our fad at Swansea, perhaps Port Stephens a little bit further afield, but I just think it's probably a little bit premature, and I reckon over the next few weeks we'll see that temperature start to increase and we'll start to see some dolphin fish get back out there. Not a lot of current around at the present moment, so you can still fish that deep water if you want to fish for reds, but I reckon the pick with those lighter easterly winds is going to be this inshore situation. Plenty of trag around, there's plenty of reds getting caught, not big fish, but kilo and a half, and a lot of blue spot flatheads still around. No signs of the bonito yet, but look, again, like I keep on talking about it, none today. They just could turn up tomorrow, but offshore looks absolutely perfect for the next 5 or 6 days of fishing. Some massive tides happening. Of course, tomorrow we've got a 9:30 high tide, 209 Christmas Day at 10:30, one of the tides of the year, 211. That is a massive tide. But what we've got is a huge drain, and a good example of that is tomorrow when we've got a 0.19 of a low tide at 3:30. That is basically a water exchange of nearly 1.9 metres of water tomorrow. So we've got huge tidal exchange. That generally G's the fishing up, and the brim and whining is starting to really build in numbers. That prawn run, if you're really keen, you'd probably pop out around about 1:32 tomorrow morning and then just do that AM run right through till dawn. There's enough in it to get a little bit of a feed, and I'll obviously get some bait, but there's been some beautiful whiting and brim on the flats as a direct result of it. A lot of brim in the channel, but once this run finishes, you'll start to see a lot more of these fish move back into the lake, and certainly these lake fringes. Been a few squid around early mornings directly after the prawn run in the channel, but I still reckon, like straight behind myself here at Marks Point Dropover, that's another good little location to have a bit of a go. Been a few kingies, of course, a couple got caught at the dropover and a few out in the middle of the lake, no real size, fish 50s, 70s, but there's a couple of good fish get caught at the bridge, and I sent a really cracking photo just today of a very good fish that got caught early. So the channel's looking very, very good. On our beaches, water temp around 19.5, 20, still a few salmon around in some of those holes, but this week we've seen a little bit of an increase in tailor, patches of them only, but early morning and very late in the afternoon, so that's great to see a few tailor getting caught. Brim, dart of course, and whiting, but I just think with the new moon that's tonight, this will just keep improving as we run into this next full moon. Been a few mulloway out there, but remember guys, with a lot of traffic around, fishing the evening or very early in the morning will be the pick if you're going to try to tangle up with a mulloway. Flathead, plenty of flathead around, all these little strips through here, Belmont Bay, right through the channel, down towards Nesca Park. Some beautiful fish, a lot of fish in and around about those 55s to 70s, and of course we've got the ruling in that no flathead over 70 centimetres, so everyone needs to be aware of that. Crab pots, well there's an abundance of crab pots out there, and guys have been varying their depth. I can see pots in water depths of 2 to 3 metres, 5 metres and 8, but those in the know, they're putting a bit of time in, are still getting some really nice blue crabs and the odd mud crab as well. Now guys, we'll be open all of Christmas. We only close Christmas Day. We'll be back there. I'll be there Boxing Day morning from 6 AM, and we're going to run all the way through. Our Christmas sale is still happening. We've still got 25% off rods, reels, lures, lines. We've had a huge response to it. That'll continue until close of play Boxing Day. Everyone, I really appreciate your support throughout the year. I want everyone to have an incredibly safe Christmas. Play it safe on the water. Make sure you've got all your safety gear out there. I'll see you in a week's time when we'll be almost talking about 2023. See you then.